but the book is real important. And when I'm plotting, the book is what comes first, most of the time. When I come up with a book, everything follows. The books that I write usually have some little parallels with the book that she's working on. Like in one book, she was working on an old copy of Oliver Twist. And in that story, there was also a band of book thieves. So there were these, strange little parallels that kind of related to the book itself. And so I like playing with that idea.
Tell them about the books that you have in each, because you have how many? 7? Is it 7 in the book mysteries?
This is the 8th.
The 8th.
And the first book had a cursed copy of Goethe's Faust. And, well, the second one, she goes to the Edinburgh Book Fair, and a friend brings a copy of Robert Burns' poetry. But there are poems in this book that have never been seen before. And it was also signed by Robert Burns. She has to authenticate it. So it's not a matter of taking the book apart. It's more a matter of doing the research and following the provenance of the book and tracking down if it really was Robert Burns' signature. So that's a whole other aspect of the work she does. And then there was Oliver Twist. And then there was the Kama Sutra.
That's my favorite.
The Kama Sutra, it was written in French, but it came from India. So there was this whole other story behind that book. That was kind of fun. Beauty and the Beast was one, and then there was a collection of pulp fiction, of noir fiction, and the centerpiece was Agatha Christie's, and then there were none. And that was also kind of an homage to Agatha Christie. It was took place in a country home.
Obedience Green?
Oh, a cookbook from the Revolutionary War, and that was one of my favorites. That's out. That was just out last year. So, and the cookbook was also, when they wrote cookbooks back then, the cook would write it, and she would also include household hints. Often there was a journal, home remedies that were horrendous. And the cook who wrote this book was sort of an indentured servant from England who traveled with the British general who was stationed in Boston. And she was going to go over and cook for her. She was an orphan, so she was sort of given off to, learn her trade in the kitchen. And that book may or may not have contained codes that may or may not have led to, whoever won that war.
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
But anyway, and then this one is The Secret Garden.